Guess this is how it ends. I thought I was better than this. Dramatic voiceover while stranded in space? I guess when you're dying, the first thing to go is your creativity.
Rick and Morty Season 6 is out, and here's my review of the first episode, which is called Solar Ricks. Before I get into the podcast, I just have to say I might not do this every weekend because it's just 20 minutes of TV show, but this one was good enough to be talked about, and if the next ones will be good enough to be talked about, I will talk about them as well. So yeah. Well, in the first few minutes we see Rick and Morty are floating in the space. They're alone because Evil Morty destroyed the Citadel, and now Rick's portal gun does not work. Rick is monologuing. It is exactly the first few minutes of Avengers Endgame. So he is monologuing, and all of a sudden Beth comes out, saves them, and they return home. When Rick wants to reset the portal gun travels, accidentally he resets portal gun travelers, and that is where something happened that made me record this podcast. A plot twist that Rick and Morty, this Rick and Morty that we've been watching from the beginning of the show, are not from the same universe. They are from different universes. Except for Rick and Morty, Jerry's also glitching. So yeah, Jerry has his own story, but it doesn't show up until like the end of the episode, but that doesn't matter. Let's talk more about Rick. In this episode, we see how dark the background of this Rick that we see is. From now on, I'm gonna call the Rick that we follow our Rick, or Rick C137, or I could even call him Good Rick, doesn't matter. So the story of Good Rick is he doesn't want to be involved with the whole Rick stuff, with the portal guns and other stuff, and the evil Rick destroys his house and kills his family to make Rick Rick.
Everybody in the car!
I'm Mr. Frundles.
Wait, but I thought he was Mr. Frundles.
Everybody in the car, now!
I'm Mr. Frundles. What the
Rick C137, our Rick, Good Rick, replaces evil Rick inside his universe. So Morty, Summer, Beth, and Jerry that we watch and follow, they are from evil Rick's dimension, parallel universe, or timeline, or whatever you want to call it. At the post-credit scene also something extremely brutal happens. Evil Rick comes and he just straight up murders Jerry. And the interesting thing about this interaction was that Evil Rick said that he doesn't have many interactions with Jerry's. It means that he already fled his universe before his daughter gets married. It means that he doesn't have a Morty as well, or maybe he does and it is Evil Morty, but who knows what will happen until the last episode of this season, which seems to be the final season because Evil Rick looks like a big deal. And yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts about the first episode of Rick and Morty. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time watching it, but it is a bittersweet moment because this episode has that final season feeling. I will miss this show. I'm already mourning for the end of Rick and Morty. And yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts about Rick and Morty, the first episode of season 6. Tell me what did you think about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe for daily content. I'm gonna talk about Rick and Morty often because it is one of my favorite animated TV shows of all time. And yeah, that's it. If you have anything to say, comment down below and let me know. Thanks. Bye.
Parmesan. Parmesian. Parmesian.
Parmesian.
Parmesian.
Gross.
Yeah.
I hate it.